We'll get started. Bush, will you say the prayer?
Father, we come to you, we thank you for this opportunity, this privilege. Pray that you help us in our decision making tonight and bless each and every commissioner on this board. Guide us, protect, and keep us. Let us not forget the reason for your son. We thank you for this opportunity for each and every one. We ask this prayer in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Everybody said amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Keith Parker.
Here.
Shane Bowman. Greg Brooks.
Here.
Danny Carver.
Here.
Debbie Davis.
Here.
Mush Davis.
Here.
Chrissy Harden. Here. Kelly Morgan. Here. John Kipinger.
Here.
Samantha Franklin.
Before we get started on the agenda, I have a couple things. First, County Executive Hatcher is at the Whitewater Center meeting up at the high school, and he said if he got done in time, he would try to make it back to our meeting. And since we're on that subject of the Whitewater Center, I am told that there's going to be another meeting concerning the Whitewater Center. Hopefully this next one will be in the 3rd district, but that's to be announced. When and where that meeting's going to be held. And the next thing is number 7 on our agenda, the bridge. I'm going to move down to the bottom of the agenda. I think we can move through these other items pretty quickly.
Number 6.
Well, on the updated agenda, it's number 7.
Oh, Jackie's agenda.
So approval of the minutes of the previous meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Keith Parker.
Yes.
Greg Brooks.
Yes.
Danny Carver.
Yes.
Debbie Davis.
Yes.
Mush Davis.
Yes.
Chrissy Harden. Yes. Kelly Morgan. Yes. John Kipinger.
Yes.
Approval of reports of officers.
Make a motion. Second it.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Keith Parker.
Yes.
Greg Brooks.
Yes.
Danny Carver.
Yes.
Debbie Davis.
Yes.
Mush Davis.
Yes.
Chrissy Harden. Yes. Kelly Morgan. Yes. John Kipinger.
Yes.
Okay, approval of notaries. We have Alina Miller and Melinda Wood.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Keith Parker.
Yes.
Greg Brooks.
Yes.
Danny Carver.
Yes.
Debbie Davis.
Yes.
Mush Davis.
Yes.
Chrissy Harden. Yes. Kelly Morgan. Yes. John Kipinger.
Yes.
Okay, budget amendments, in Fund 101, we have 15 through 21 now. And I'm going to separate number 18. We can do the rest of them together. If we need to separate any others, let me know. Number 15 is to allocate funds within the library department budget from line to line. Total amount is $500. Number 16 is to allocate funds within the election budget to cover cost of elections. It's a total of $2,500. Number 17 is to allocate funds for software and hardware upgrade for accounting and the county executive's office. And there's a note on here that says that they received an email that the end of life of their current software would be 2026. And the total amount on that one is for $18,500. Number 19, in 101 is for a total of $12,000. Number 20 is to allocate funds for the purchase of 3 new monitors for dual entry capability for $1,079.97. Number 21 is to move funds from line to line within West Polk Fire and Rescue, the total amount of $200.
Make a motion to approve them all.
Second.
Any-
Just a second. Who's second?
I second.
John.
I
And
think that's
that's
the
all
question.
for 18, correct?
Or in 101 to 18. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, one, on number 20, that was out of the reserve fund, correct? That's the double monitors.
That is out of his reserves, yes.
Okay, so he has a special fund, but that's actually coming from. Wanted to make double sure.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Keith Parker,
Yes.
Greg Brooks.
Yes.
Danny Carver,
Yes.
Debbie Davis.
Yes.
mush Davis.
Yes.
Christie Harden.
Yes.
Kelly Morgan. Yes. John Pippinger.
Yes.
All right, and 101, number 18 is for a total of $30,556, $30,556.62.
That's just that one.
If you want to wait.
Yeah, and 101.
101, number 18.
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Wait a minute, is this the money that was received back from the patrol car
Out of,
fund or whatever?
yes, out of 189.
Yeah, I thought we spent that money on a fire truck. Did we not?
No, no, that's, this was return money where they went over the 70,000, there was open PO. At the time the budget come up, Tracy can tell us more about that, but
This is the money the
PO was
auditors made
out.
us move back because we were
And
over.
we took it in.
Part of the
because it was over
resolution that's in
70,000.
place, they were over the 70,000 limit at year end.
So
this is
we
what
took
I
it back in.
pulled back. They're asking for it to come back to them. So this is going out of 101 back to Fund 189. And if we're just gonna do this every year, we might as well just do away with that resolution, because it's just more.
Paperwork.
Well,
Me, I mean,
It's just more back and forth.
it said at 100,
Patrice,
what,
they have to
129?
leave it to 120.
Yeah. So it
I
should
said
be
Yeah,
the next
120.
So I
one.
was gonna say,
This
that
should
should
be
hopefully
good.
take care
Oh,
of
okay.
that,
That
that's
is
not
back.
his problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
you didn't call me back.
I forgot to call you back.
what, the 120?
Yeah, one week, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Of course he
what
did.
I
He
was
said, I'll
on.
let you know.
Well, you know, that's a book saying, call me back 5 times. But this shouldn't happen again. Is that how the sheriff?
Yeah.
I'll make sure that it's tied up in a PO. I can't make them chip cars any faster than they do, but
Right.
I'll make sure that it's tied up with a PO.
120?
Then tied up faster
120,
in
I
a year
think
if you've
is
got
the
that
limit
much
now.
billing. I mean, you know.
In 22 and 23, we were over at the end of the year, but we had 88,000 at that time tied up with cars.
Right.
And so I can't make more cars if I'm not got them with what I've already ordered. And at the end of 23, 24, we were over 30,500, but we had over 100,000 tied up in POs for cars. So and we didn't get those cars until August, but we order them any time in advance. Can't make them ship. Ever since COVID, you can't get cars within 6 months hardly.
So have you got cars on order now
Yes. Oh, no, not at the present, no.
in need of this money, is what I'm asking.
No, but I will. I haven't ordered this year yet.
Yeah,
Waiting for the money to build back up because it's $63,000 per car.
yeah. Well, what's your balance in that fund now? You know?
I don't know. Tracy, do you have any idea what it is?
So we can pull it up on the email Gina sent us.
Yep. I was gonna say, if I can get mine to work, I can.
I try to wait until we got enough for 2 or 3 cars before I order any at all. So that way it's easier to get them in, to get you go upfitted. If you send one car to the place to get upfitted, even if you put behind the 10 or, Nashville or Memphis, sends in 30 or 40 at a time or 100. We tied up.
Does anybody have Gina's?
I got it pulled up. Just let me scroll through until I get to Fund 189 here.
Trustees.
Oh,
Yeah, if you have the
Yeah,
front
it's in the
page,
trustees
it's that
report.
bottom.
I don't have it. She
Oh.
sends it without the
Everything,
front
yeah.
You
page.
got the front page thing?
So it should be.
Oh, he's got it right here.
35,
Yeah.
263
Yeah,
is what's in
Right here
there.
it
So
is.
then if you get this back, you'll have enough for a vehicle.
At least one, yeah.
so that's the balance now,
Oh,
35.
I don't have that one there.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Keith Parker,
No.
Greg Brooks,
Yes.
Danny Carver,
No.
Debbie Davis,
Yes.
mush Davis,
No.
Christie Harden,
Yes.
Kelly Morgan.
Yes.
So I've got 1, 2, 3 no's, 1, 2, 3, 4 yeses.
Motion passes.
You didn't call out John Hoyt?
You
Oh,
got
John, I'm
I
sorry.
feel bad.
Sorry, John.
But it didn't pass without this yes vote. It takes 5. And we got 10, takes 6.
Okay, John
So,
Hoyt,
yes,
Pippinger.
yes, that's good. Can't believe you forgot.
Thank y'all.
Well, I was,
Well, I don't
it was
know, did it
because I was
pass?
off my checklist over here.
Did it pass?
Pass, yeah.
Yes.
How many yes votes do you have?
I have
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yes, 1, 2, 3 no's.
Okay,
Thank you,
it
Deputies,
passed.
appreciate it.
It didn't pass.
Huh?
There's nobody, there are 10 members of this, right?
Yeah,
It takes, it don't matter.
Yeah,
Oh, no. It's 10 members of the board, not the board president.
yeah.
It's simple majority of the board, not the board president. It takes 6 votes to pass.
Okay, I thought it was majority present.
No, it is not. That was in your CTAS training. It's also on their webpage if you go to frequently asked questions. It's the majority of the board, not the board president, unless somebody abstains from vote because they have a direct conflict.
I voted for it. Yes, there's a little confusion because of the end of the budget year, but, you know, it only affects the deputies if we don't do it, as far as cars. And 2, our resolution we passed up, the amount's gonna clear it up in the future anyway, so.
Looks like we've done it in the past to, whether it's the fire department or the litter or somebody that had money that they
But
were
our-
losing at the end of the year.
Our
In
res,
history, that's what we've
the
done.
resolution we passed, it won't be a, audit finding anymore anyway, they'll take care of it, so.
And I've got a total of 9 cars right now that are over 100,000.
I promise you, it's the majority of the total commission.
I was supposed to ask if anybody wants to change.
Anybody want to change your vote? Okay. According to John, motion failed.
Double check me. Go have the sheriff take care of that, but I
Okay.
promise you, that's the way it is.
Deputies, thank you again.
Budget amendments, Polk County School Board. None.
No.
Okay.
Oh, we had, well, that didn't pass for 189, doesn't it?
Right, we don't need 189.
Okay, agricultural extension appointments. We have a letter here from Greg Paxton. It says attached you'll find House Bill 789 statement rules for appointment of the agricultural committee. According to our records, there are 2 committee members on the Agriculture Extension Committee who have expired terms. Committee members with expired terms are Commissioner Samantha Trantham and Christie Harden. Based on the House bill, each committee member can be reappointed for additional 2-year term. I would like to recommend that these committee members, if they so desire, be reappointed for another 2-year term. The terms for these appointments will be from January 25th to January 2027.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Keith Parker,
Yes.
Greg Brooks,
Yes.
Danny Carver,
Yes.
Debbie Davis,
Yes.
mush Davis,
Yes.
Christie Harden,
I'll abstain.
Kelly Morgan,
Yes.
and John Pippinger.
Yes.
Okay, Ducktown Courthouse, Commissioner Musgrave, you got anything on that?
I got it, but what I thought about, since we got a meeting scheduled for next week or so, the building committee, but the group that was drawing up the plans and all, I'm assuming they're supposed to be there.
That's what I'm
But
telling you.
I was just gonna, take a long time to get this revision done. It took a couple of weeks the first time, and now it's been about 3 months, and we still haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
So hopefully, at this special meeting, when we have a building grounds committee meeting, that we'll know something more than we know now anyway.
One more,
Like that.
one more update on the Ducktown Courthouse. I did meet with the IED board about selling the property on Highway 64, and they did agree to do that for us under the same provisions as the Ducktown Courthouse. At no cost to us, but we pay the expenses related to
Related
it.
to whatever.
So, appreciate them helping us on that.
Speaking of that property, what about that entrance?
It's still not done, but I'm told that the weather has held up for Roy Jean, this snow and everything we had, that's held him up on getting that done. So
Did the state approve it to be done?
we do have a permit.
They have a permit to do it.
Well, that's good.
I know that survey,
Everybody's heard.
I know the surveyor surveyed my property, and he said he hadn't heard anything from Roy yet.
Yeah.
I talked to him last week.
I was told he was behind because of the bad weather. Yeah, that's what I was told. Library board, that's County Executive Hatcher, I think. He was supposed to make me some notes about that.
I
You
have
got
it
it?
here,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I just have real fast update here. This is from the request that you had made last time I was here. This is our updating events that are coming up shortly here. So we've got some kids events, computer class. I don't know if you guys want to pass this down. Adult craft night, adult computer classes, whatnot. The last time I was here, we had kind of planted a seed, hoping that we could get your support for hiring someone to be a program director for the summer. And spring's coming around the corner. Our library director is getting ready to hire, or getting ready to do programs. We're hoping that we can hire a full-time program director for the year at level 1 base pay to be the director, plus possibly a new travel budget, because this person's going to have to travel between east and west. So basically a budget for gas. And I brought this because this was requested last time. I don't have, this is cut from the Tennessee State Library Archives, which is online and it's open for anyone. They don't have the 2024 numbers up yet, so I couldn't do a year-over-year comparison between 23 and 24. But what I did do is I did a 10-year comparison, or 9 years of the last 9 years of data that we had, and you can kind of see the fluctuation in general programs and children's programs, both east and west. So I'll give these to you as well, and you can see the growth. Obviously, there's a big dip in 2020, but let's see, this is west. Okay, here's the west, general and children's, and then here's the east, general and children's as well. If you want to pass those around. So like I said last time, there was 144 programs that we were running simultaneously at both places, and our library director was frazzled, besides her regular duties that she has. So it's definitely something that we need, and we're hoping that you guys can make a provision for that. I do want to say also that we are working really closely with FOLA, the Friends of the Library. We are planning a very exciting, massive fundraiser in April that will hopefully mitigate a lot of funding needs for the future. And it's going to be a really exciting community event that everybody's going to be. I can't say yet what it is, but we are working that. So we're hoping to mitigate any requests that we make through doing a better job fundraising. So that's
Thank you.
One question, have y'all hired somebody else? You was talking about you mentioned it to us.
She wants to hire, we're understaffed right now in both east and west. And she wants to hire, besides a regular person just at each location, a program director specific to handle the programs that we have right now here.
But y'all have not hired that position.
No, we wanted to get approval for
Right.
funding for just level 1 basic income for this person. So that's basically what the request is.
Not that I know of.
I see your agenda.
I don't know either.
Is it like 14 grand probably? What is the level one? Do you know what that,
I don't know what the base pay is for
Okay.
that.
it's probably not
Maybe your
much.
comptroller knows or whoever, yeah, is doing that. I know it's the lowest level base.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
this library board, this, that county executive had on here, was it dealing with a member at large, or?
Yeah, I think there's an opening.
That's coming up next.
Oh, okay, I thought that's what she was speaking on, I'm sorry.
No, not that I know of. The next one is the library board announcement. I think there's a opening on the board or either an appointment that's coming up, and that's what County Executive Hatcher was going to announce, that he's taking applications for the library board. You can do that through his office or the website, print the application off on the website, turn it into his office. So that was the next item on the agenda. Resolution for sale of county property. I was told that Eric Brooks was going to be here to speak on this, and if he's not, I'm going to table it till next month. There's nobody else is here to speak on it. School voucher resolution. I'm told that they voted on that today, and I'm not sure that we need to take any action on that. I was told that the state passed it today, and I'm not sure that we need to take any action on this. Anybody have any discussion about it?
I do, I just want it to be noted, I'm opposed to that program.
I think most of us are.
I just want that to be on record. And I wish we'd had the resolution. I know we, and that's fine, we can't do everything around the state's timeframe and calendar.
Yeah.
But I'm in total opposition to that.
Okay. Any other discussion on this? Okay. Parks and Rec Board announcement, same as the library. I was told by County Executive Hatcher that there was opening coming up or a reappointment, and that he's taking applications. You can do that through his office or the county website, turn it into his office.
And I believe that's from the East End too, isn't it, Mr. Chairman?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's the East End, it's District 3's
Okay.
position is up.
Okay.
We're just gonna table the rest of this.
Well, the COLA update, you have the information on the COLA update there. It's, for us to buy into that, a total of $4,047,270.
Okay, that's out. What is it?
I about fell out of my chair when I opened that
Yeah.
email.
Yeah,
I think that's out, yep.
Well, I do too.
What is that?
that's the cost of living for the
Oh.
raise,
The
the retirement.
Oh,
But they won't just let you start where they want us to back pay all the way
Back pay
from
everybody.
1998, so that's.
we
so
got,
Yeah.
do that.
Wish they'd been thinking about that in '98.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah, good.
Anybody want to make a motion on that, or we just want to move on?
I think we need to move on.
Well, yeah, of course. Request for rental use of county property.
that sheet is that agreement.
It is in there.
Yeah.
My understanding of this is that if anybody requests to use county property, that if, under these requirements here, if the renter is selling food or beverages or any kind at their event, they are required to have this insurance in this section right here. Do we need to, Caprice, do we need to vote on this agreement here?
I would think so, if it's something that's
That
gonna
y'all wanna
take
put
the
in
liability
place.
off of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a problem with this.
Okay.
And I meant to talk to Robbie before it come up, and I don't know if it's specific in anything he's brought, maybe it's already addressed. When you say just use county property by request, what are you getting into completely? If Hunter's Group wants to use this room to have a meeting, is that included them having to have the bond?
According to what I'm reading here under the insurance section, is if the renter is charging admission to their event, or if the renter is selling food or beverages of any kind at their event, they shall provide the county with a certificate of insurance, evidence in general liability coverage for bodily injury and property damage arising from the renter's use of the county property. The above insurance must have a single limit of not less than $1 million per occurrence and $1 million annual aggregate. The county shall be named as an additional insured on this policy. That's what that section says.
So as long as they're selling something or
It
getting
says
money
if-
from the event.
If they're selling food or beverages of any kind at their event, they shall provide the county with a certificate of insurance.
From what I got with Robbie earlier, well, I touched with him a little bit on this. Basically, anything that we do, the tree lighting event, the Heritage Day,
I know
The
when we used to,
rodeo?
when we
The
used to do.
rodeos on
yeah, the
county
rodeos.
property.
When we used
So
to,
who's gonna cover that?
well, when we used to do Paint Poke Pink, and we would do the 5Ks, and we here or wherever, we always had to get just a special insurance, which was, it's not very much, special event insurance.
yeah. it's-
And we had to get it in, just in case.
I mean, this events committee was made by y'all, so I'm gonna have to.
Brian, you got something on that?
Yeah, when the events committee was created, the rodeo was the very first event we did. The rodeo was added to the county policy, from day one. So I guess it probably needs, from my standpoint on the events committee, it needs more clarification if we're talking about, from a hunting club coming and using this to the ID board sitting here versus, the events committee doing the rodeo. It probably needs to be spelled out a little better, I think.
Well, why don't we table this till next month, put it on the agenda,
I mean, if
so we can
it's-
get more information.
If it's county, but yes, I agree, table it.
Yep.
Well, County Executive Hatcher's got, I think he's got more information on this than I have, and maybe he can explain or have more information for us next month, so let's table it.
That's, I mean, that
So
would
my
County
question-
committees, and
Yeah,
that
I
should
mean-
be covered
Tree
under the
lighting.
normal
I won't
insurance.
have it, I'll just light the tree.
Yeah.
I mean, because you
I
can't,
won't sell it.
Well, my question dealt with the use of the parks for
It'd have to be
birthday
all
parties,
first.
and a lot of times we'll have travel teams that wanna have a playoff or whatever there at the park,
Yeah.
which they charge a fee for entrance and stuff like that. So we're gonna charge ball teams to play the ball.
I can't answer those questions.
I mean, that's the reason I brought it up.
Let's just table that until we can get more information.
Hey, Eric Brooks, he sent us the notice today for the paper, he thought that had already passed. I texted him because I was afraid that was the case. Is the resolution not in the packet?
Which one?
Oh,
Oh,
for the land sale?
oh, the land sale.
Do y'all have questions? He said it's just, where we're selling the properties the county acquired at the delinquent tax sale, we do them every year
Oh,
unless the
yeah.
county doesn't acquire anything, that's all it is.
You do that.
But he ain't here to tell us that.
Right here. See, see it?
I got it in writing right here.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
this is it.
There it
Oh,
is.
yeah, I mean, I really wasn't heard the narrative.
Well, I've been laid it out.
Yeah. Heard that's,
Yeah,
see, it
it's
took
in
her
there.
30 minutes to say it all.
Because if we don't pass it tonight, then I'll have to halt that notice going to the paper.
I mean, this is pretty standard, is it not?
We do it every,
Let's pass it, and if it's wrong, we can blame Eric.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're going back up to the
number 10.
number 10? 11.
No,
11 on the
That's
update.
not
Just forget the number.
Resolution for county property sales, so this is to sell, I believe it's 3 tracts of property described in Exhibit A on the 3rd page of that resolution. Timber Ridge Circle, Deer Run Lane, and Highway 68.
That's y'all's district.
No, 2 of them are the first district.
Y'all pay first.
2 of them, Georgia.
Deer Run, Deer Run's in first.
Timber Ridge Circle, Deer Run Lane are in the first district.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Keith Parker.
Yes.
Greg Brooks. Danny Carver.
Yes.
Debbie Davis.
Yes.
Les Davis.
Yes.
Christie Harden. Yes. Kelly Morgan.
Yes.
John Kipinger.
Yes.
Do we have to, we don't have to read it?
I don't know.
Supposed to, but
Somebody wants to read the top, just read the top part.
You can offer it to the newspaper or anybody in the audience, and you gotta read it.
My motion was as presented.
Okay, here is the resolution, if any newspaper or anybody else wants a copy, up there it is. The resolution.
And for clarification, I texted Heather Duncan about the majority vote. That is correct.
It is correct.
Yes.
I done got that, I done sent to Barker and Jackie.
Well, you said somebody verified and checked it.
I said somebody would, I figured they'd share.
Thank you, Patrice.
Yeah, they left together again.
They probably did.
I don't think we got finished with the insurance thing. Since we backed up, backtracked, I don't think we did anything with the insurance.
I think we said we was gonna table it.
Yeah, we're gonna table it till next month. We're gonna make
Table
Robbie
it.
explain it to us.
I got behind there a little bit, so sorry about that.
It's a little, that ADD's kind of kicking in, you know, the
You said
squirrels.
you got the information, you said it right.
All right, so on this resolution, are you gonna read it, Keith? You want me to read it?
I would prefer you read that.
All right, I'm gonna read it fast. A resolution authorizing the parcels of property identified in Exhibit A attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference to be offered for sale during the redemption period at the amount less than the total amount of the taxes, penalties, costs, and interest accumulated on the parcel of property, subject to the remaining redemption period, establishing the starting bid amount for each parcel of property, authorizing the sale of each parcel of property, making the highest and the best bid. If the highest and best bid is equal to or greater than the starting bid amount, and authorizing the county executive to execute quitclaim deeds on behalf of Polk County, Tennessee, conveying the parcels of property to the successful purchasers and perform all other actions necessary and appropriate to carry out the intent of this resolution. Is that good enough?
That's good enough.
All right.
Now you gonna read your resolution?
Yeah, bridge.
Okay.
Now you
Well, we
gotta
gotta
read
vote
what I
on, did we
thought
vote
she
on
was
this?
We did.
We done
Okay.
did it.
We done did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it.
There's a copy if anybody wants. All right, Debbie.
Now
It's
you can
your,
read your other resolution.
Okay.
yeah, the bridge. It's
Can
all
you
yours.
breathe?
I can breathe.
Okay.
Okay, just real quick, just so that everybody, I've talked to each of the commissioners because I wasn't able to get everything together and get it in the packets. So I apologize to everybody. I hope I got everybody covered. This has been an ongoing event now for about 2 years, honestly, with a bridge on our road. That I have found during all sorts of research and going on TDOT's websites and things. We have 5 bridges in Polk County that are listed in poor condition. But ours on Columbus Road seems to be the only one they care about. So because I boiled it down to it's a railroad bridge, not a government or county or state owned bridge. So therefore, I feel like they have really pushed it to the limit because it was railroad bridge. There's a couple of things that has just absolutely proven the point, but it's proven, but yet the proof is not in the pudding, so I cannot actually present it as being proof. But it was inspected. The inspector that come out of Chattanooga inspected it after the railroad had done exactly what the state asked them to do, replace 62 boards. They replaced it. In 4 months, the a federal highway guy got with some more people in Nashville. They came, re-inspected it, even though it was not slated to even be inspected for 6 more months. But that crew came from Nashville with the federal guy, and they shut her down again. That time when it was shut down, we made Channel 9 News, a bridge that goes nowhere, and 5 cars a day goes across it. But it made Channel 9 News. Never have got that one completely figured out, but more to it than meets the eye. So the problem is with this bridge, they are 5 families that are landlocked when it floods. This is not the 100-year flood. This is something that can happen with a 2 or 3 day rain. the state took over one railroad bridge, built a brand new $15 million bridge with our tax dollars for 5 cars a day to go across. This road, what it does, you come in off of it on Dentville Road, it makes a circle and it comes back out on Delano Road. So it's got 2 railroad crossings. So when the railroad and the state, if they had done their homework together, they could have talked to the people. That bridge did not even need to be built. You can't get to it when it floods. And the sickening part is, they had to build a crossing in order to build the new bridge. Why did they just not leave the crossing in and forget the bridge? And if they were that worried about the bridge that they've had closed, that should have been the bridge that was rebuilt. But that wasn't the way it happened. So, there's been a lot of things that have took place that has kind of pointed to the construction company having some collaboration with some inspectors to get this bridge condemned. But I've stirred up a lot of fuzz over this, because one of the biggest things also is there is one of those 5 bridges in Polk County that is rated in 2013. It was rated the worst bridge in Southeast Tennessee, and it has never been closed, and it's still open today. It has a 5-ton weight limit. On Highway 411, there's not even a sign telling that there's a 5-ton weight limit. So big trucks are going across this bridge to chicken houses every day. Boom, 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 boom. So safety is not TDOT's concern. It's what's convenient, and it's what's taking place at the time. So if it was all about safety, this would be another story. It's not. It's all about, let's make the railroad do this. Now, back to the railroad real quick. They are making an effort. They have started bringing boards. But with the railroad, my husband worked for the railroad 36 years, CSX. We know them like the back of our hand. You can't believe anything until you see it. So, but I feel like they are going to make this happen. But we come up with a resolution so everyone knows that this was not something that was just being griped about just to have something to gripe about. So, this is the resolution. A resolution by the Polk County Legislative Body in support of CSX completing repairs and TDOT reopening the bridge to regular traffic. Whereas County Bridge 7, I'm just going to call it County Bridge 700, received sub-barb ratings, declared unfit for traffic in TDOT's last bridge inspection. And whereas a result of the bridge was officially closed on August the 23rd, 2024. Whereas because of the bridge closure, there are 5 families landlocked off of Columbus Road in the Delano community. Whereas those families are at times subject to entrapment due to dangerous flood conditions because of heavy rain and floodwaters that exceed their banks. Whereas there are 5 other bridges in Polk County that have TDOT's same rating but have not been closed. Now therefore be it resolved that the Polk County Legislative Body meeting in regular session this 30th day of January 2025 in Benton, Tennessee, hereby requests that CSX Railroad repair Bridge 700 as soon as possible, and for TDOT to reopen the bridge while repairs are being completed, that Bridge 700 be given the same consideration that all other 5 bridges ranked in poor condition to help the citizens most affected by this closure. Furthermore, please see the attached letters from the Director of the Polk County 911 and Polk County EMA Director in support of this request for the repair process to begin as soon as possible to improve the lives and safety of the citizens living in that area. The resolution will come effective by it being passed. So the other 2 letters are attached. I'm not going to bore y'all with that. They are attached to the resolution. So all we simply have asked for is that we quit being discriminated against for some reason that we don't know why, and that we just be treated as everybody else has been treated.
You need to add that it's shut off like Fort Knox.
Yeah, and we're shut down like Fort Knox
You
now.
can't get to it if you absolutely have to.
Yeah.
There's
Guardrails,
on both
2 sets of
sides.
guardrails before each bridge.
The ambulance can't get in there.
No, you couldn't even now, it was to where we could take a tractor and hurry and move something.
Roy Jean.
Yeah, yeah.
Get that
So,
on tape.
Yeah. So,
I'll talk to Roy Jean.
You can't
Yeah.
get fire trucks nor ambulances to them.
no, nobody can cross. Now, you can, of course, come in the other way if a tree is not over the road. That just
But
happened
a
not
tree
too
has
long
been
ago.
on the road. I've witnessed it.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't an emergency.
Yeah, no emergency that day, but one of the neighbors had to come and move the tree. You know, we're in a very, isolated
But why
area.
this bridge and
Yeah.
not the other four?
Yeah, that's our big thing. It's why our bridge. And,
Open it up, Roy Jean.
Yeah, and so, anyway, but that's where we're at, and, I just wanted a bunch of the people, some more of the families that got the flu, they were gonna be here tonight. The whole road, I wanted everybody to know that this is not just a Debbie thing. There's other people that's affected with this, and, but anyway, so I appreciate y'all's help with this, and, we're ready to take vote, I guess, on passing this resolution. Is that our next step?
You making a motion?
You make the motion.
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Second.
Any discussion? That just needs to say irregular session.
Yeah, irregular instead of normal session.
Oh, okay, okay. Irregular session.
Any other-
Time's over.
Any other discussion?
3 times over.
Roll call.
Keith Parker.
Yes.
Greg Brooks.
Yes.
Danny Carver.
Yes.
Debbie Davis.
Yes.
mush Davis.
Yes.
Chrissy Harden.
Yes.
Kelly Morgan.
Yes.
And John Kipinger.
Yes.
I think that's got all the items on the agenda.
Thank you. Okay, I'm leaving.
You have to send this to somebody?
Yeah, I'm going to send it to, I'm actually gonna
We
send
got
it,
things to do on what?
yeah.
I'm gonna talk about announcements and statements. Anybody any commissioners have anything?
I did give everybody one of those, things I sent you about the ambulance.
Yeah.
I made everybody a copy where they refused to go get that person. I figured we could bring that up at our special meeting. There has been a state complaint placed against the company, and they'll do that. I mean, that can be like a fine, and that can be taking jobs away from who refused to go. So we can use that.
We're looking into
It'll have my
that.
stamp on you.
Getting information about it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any commissioners have any announcements and statements?
Make a motion?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hold on.
We got a letter here from the Nathan Hitson at Administrator of Elections. It says this letter is to inform you that a vacancy exists for the following office, Constable District 3, per TCA 55-1, per TCA 5-1-104. The vacancy shall be filled by county legislative body until the next regular election, to be held August 6, 2026. Thank you for your attention in this matter. So we do have an opening for constable.
Do they have to, did they put
You know
anything?
anybody want to?
So do we need to nominate you to do it?
Everybody I've talked to,
I mean,
There's a couple,
I mean-
there's a couple of required stipulations
Well,
on
he
that
didn't say
one.
no.
he didn't say
Constable
no.
was changed 2 years ago. They have to meet the same standards as a constable that's running. That means they have to go get a mental evaluation and have it turned into the county
I'm
clerk.
out.
You're out.
With the application.
We can vote for Keith, we think he's signed.
what if you can't find nobody to take it? I've run out, I had 4 or 5, nobody wants it.
Keith, you just need to step up to office.
I have asked some people too, and nobody's,
Nobody seems to be interested.
expressed interest to me that ones I've asked about. So, anyway.
I do know what that guy's name that we early dated him, lived down in the neck of the woods, and ran for constable and got elected, what's his name?
Jamie Lewis.
He told me that, he said, I'll come up here and work if they let me.
We going, Neil enrollment.
I told him, I said, we gotta get
He
some
just
decent
want more
work.
money.
to come up here.
Step up to office. Come on, Keith.
Any other announcements and
He's like,
statements,
"Hey."
commissioners? Public comments? All All right, now we,
I make a motion.
Second.
To adjourn.
Amen.
Sorry, I overlooked that.
Jack, we need to vote on that?
Yeah,
No, I already got it.
I was thinking, I was supposed to go pick up kids either. I don't guess
Bart,
the rest
good to see you. Good to see you. Did a good job.